I know I just did a live stream 2 days ago. Hold on, let me find it. I know I just did a live stream 2 days ago, but I couldn't prepare a video in time, so I'm over here doing a live stream. A little ASMR. No, I'm kidding. Um, Today we'll be doing hopefully nice, quick, easy painting. I do have some things I have to attend and be ready for, so I'm not trying to take too long with this one today. Let me just clip on my microphone. Oops. There we go. Audio should be fine, I'm hoping. Um, this canvas has no liquid white, clear, or anything. So let's go ahead and let's apply that on. So just tapping in a little bit of liquid white onto my brush, as you can see. And my technique is just tap like 3 different spots and split it into like 9 total. And then slowly, so it won't splatter out. Once you got it distributed a bit, you can scrub it and do all that. Use an old brush if you're gonna scrub. Want to see a sunset today? Or what should we do? I don't know. I think a sunset would look nice. Coming October, I'm probably gonna start doing more winter scenes since it's gonna be colder. It would be weird for me to do summer scenes during the winter. Okay, there we are. Just really scrub it on. There. There we are. There. Just like that, my canvas is prepared. Um, Let me grab my palette. I have it off here to the side. Now, the only different colors today is I have mountain mixture instead of midnight black, but rather than that, they stayed the same. So let's go ahead. Let's go into a little bit of alizarin crimson and cadmium yellow. Crimson and yellow. Same brush that I used for liquid white. Just tap it. Tap on the brush. Let's come up here. There. Just a nice little glow. Load up a bit more in my brush. There. Just lock it in. Blocking in that color. Now, we're going to take a little yellow into our crimson. Just a little bit. Don't want to overdo it. And let's come up here. Let me tap evenly. And there. Just right there. There we go. Shoot. I'm going to go to wet on wet style. Something that should be pretty simple for you guys. Let's do a little more spots. Some spots more reddish. Just a little bit. Here we are. There. Welcome for the people who are joining. I'm just saying that because I don't know who's joining, who's not. Let me check the live chat actually. Okay, we're good. Let's come up here and just with some phthalo blue, just get that top corner. Okay, so let me go ahead and just wipe off my brush. Just really kind of scrub it in there. Remove the excess amount of paint. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna grab my flat brush, small little flat brush since I don't want to dirty my natural bristle brushes. And just going back and forth crisscross. I recommend you use a 2-inch. It'll be quicker. But these are synthetic brushes for me, and my other 2-inch brushes are natural bristles. And if you know anything, it's a heck of a game trying to clean natural bristles because the bristles will flare out and all that. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do a lavender color. Go alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, just on my flat brush, and let's pick up some white. There. Let's go ahead. Just blocking in a basic cloud. There. Just like so. Just blocking in that basicness. Welcome, welcome for the people who are joining. The basic cloud. And then maybe right here. There. There we are. There. Simple as that. Let me clean my flat brush. I don't have paint thinner with me, so I always kind of just wipe it off during the go. Some cad yellow, a little bit of alizarin crimson. Just give me a nice orangey color. You can also use bright red. I just don't have on my palette today. A little bit of white. A little bit more titanium white. A little more yellow. There. That's a nice color. It's like a nice tan golden color. So let's assume the light's hitting underneath. Most of the highlights would sit right there. But you'd probably see couple little sunlight hitting over here. There. Don't worry, we're gonna make everything come together. There's no in between of, oh, it kind of looks good. I want it to look completely good. Okay? Just like so. And just block in a little bit. There. Now, I'm gonna go into tons of white. Like ton and ton. Like almost basically pure white. Just a little hint of that orange. And we're gonna decide where our light would hit like the lightest. Maybe right around here. Okay. There. There we are. Just lightly graze it. I don't want to work too much on those clouds. The clouds are the last thing I'm worried about. They're the last thing I'm really worried about. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Let's go ahead. Let me clean off my knife. And I'm gonna pick up some mountain mixture. Cut a roll on the edge of my knife, as you can see here. There. And let's go ahead. Let's create a mountain. We gotta have some high points, I guess. So just blocking that in. Scratch that out. And then maybe this last peak right there. There. Let me just pile up my paint. Give myself a little more extra room. And just really scrape off that extra paint underneath. All you really want is a stain on the canvas. That's all you want. You can hear how tough I scratched the canvas. Grab and pull out that extra paint. There. There we are. Shoom. And I'm just gonna let it really fade off here. Not really worrying too much. There. Now let me grab a clean palette knife. Let me grab this one instead. And I'm going to titanium white. Firm titanium white. Cut a roll. You'll see that little roll of paint on the edge of your knife. Let's come up here. Very gentle. I haven't done this in a while. Gentle, gentle. No pressure. I used to do this all the time. Now I don't do it as often. It's fun and it's quick. There. There we are. There. I never mastered these mountains like Bob did. I don't know. Bob, he just had years and years of doing this, I guess. I barely have like 4 or 5 years, maybe. Maybe 4. Because I remember starting around the pandemic area. So probably like 4. I want to say 4 at least. There. There we go. We have our nice little basic indication of a mountain. Let me zoom in. Now, I'm going to grab a little bit of white, a little bit of mountain mixture, and just mix it up on my palette. Cut a roll, and let's come up here and you're doing the same thing, just pulling the opposite direction. Now we're gonna do a little trick right now. You guys probably done this trick before, but just in case you haven't, I'm gonna show you guys. Nice little trick. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. There. Very gentle touch. Very important. There. Now let me clean off my knife. Grab a little bit of the pure dark color. And very lightly on some spots. Just to make it look like some darker points are attacking. Like you just see underneath. And I think that's a really cool and neat trick. It's just a little trick to kind of make things pop out a bit more. There we are. Okay. Let me fix up my highlights a bit. Cut a row. And let's come up here ever so lightly. There. You can go back and forth doing this. You can take all the time you might need. There. Look at that. I'm just really just fixing the edges, really. I don't care about anything but those edges. There. Okay. I think that's good enough for the demonstration purposes. Let me just wipe off my brush and just sort of tap. Just tap out the base, following those angles of the mountain. All you want to do is diffuse to make it look like mist. There we are. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to use a flat brush. I want to test this out. I'm going to go into Mountain Mixture and a little bit of sap green. Maybe a little bit of white because it's in the distance. There. I want it dark though. Let's go ahead and just block in what might be distant foothills. So just tapping. Just tap and pull down. There we are. Okay, now with that same 2-inch brush, just tap and really tap and pull down or whatever. And then lightly, ever so lightly, lift up just to make it look like hundreds and hundreds of trees living out there. There. Just like that, we have ourselves a nice little foothill. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me that black and that green color. That's perfect. Perfect colors. Let's come up here. Let's kind of just get that area. Then I want one that comes out here, goes down there. Then I want another one that sort of just goes at it there. Just blocking in color really. There we are. Now, loading up my brush with cadmium yellow, maybe even a little sap green just to give it some color, some vibrance. Look how loaded my brush is. So all I'm doing is pulling out that paint and tapping it. It should create a little ridge of paint on the palette. Let's come up here and just tap in ourselves a nice little grassy patch there. Pretty easy. You guys can do this too. This is basically a beginner's guide. Okay. Now, shadows would kind of be hitting it over here. So I want like shadows over here. A little bit of that dark color that we use for the grass. Just darkening it up. That's too dark. A little bit lighter. Maybe like so. Just getting in basic color. And then I want lighter right around here. There. Leave that little layers of dark. Don't destroy everything. You can blend it out lightly, but I'd suggest don't destroy everything. And just kind of close that in between. There. I want it to look like there's light on this side and dark over here. So I gotta work in more light. There. There we are. Something general, really. Let me clean off my knife. Let me clean off the space in my palette. Even with the Bob Ross palette, I run out of space. Now, a little bit of mountain mixture. Let's go ahead. Let's decide where a tree would live. Maybe there lives another one. Maybe a little crooked one. Now, you're probably saying, yep, fan brush time. Maybe for you guys, but I'm going to use my flat brush. So, a little bit of black, a little bit of green, probably like equal proportions. Maybe a bit more green. And just tap it. Tap using the corner of your brush. Once you learn how to do this, you can really do anything when it comes to painting. There. Just using that corner of the brush. Make sure you have a lot of paint though. Maybe it ends right here where that would go. Maybe something subtle. I don't know. And let's come over here. There. Just using that corner of the brush. There we are. Boom, 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 boom. We're done blocking in. Now we just need that corner spot. Welcome, welcome for the people who join. Okay, let me load up my brush one last time. This is like very dark at the top, which is good because there's gonna be a lot of contrast. Okay, let's come up here and just tap those trees out of your brush. There. There we are. Now, let me go ahead, move the camera there, zoom in right there. Boom. Let's go ahead. Let me grab a little bit of sap green, and we're gonna go into cadmium yellow with that same flat brush. Okay? Load up both sides of your brush, and let's come up here and very lightly just tapping on a little bit of highlights. So just lightly tap, lightly. There we go. I don't want too strong of an indication. I just want something that tells you light's hitting it. All right, we're gonna need a little liquid white. It's not sticking by itself, so a thin paint will stick onto a thicker paint. Maybe that one's out in the middle, as you can see there. Let me just load up my brush a little bit more. And then do the same for the last tree. There. There we are. There. And kind of just create shadows over here. Okay. Now, what I would do is just grab that palette knife and just sharpen up that edge of the evergreen. Let's go ahead. Let's go into Mountain Mixture. My 2-inch brush pulled one direction through Mountain Mixture. There. There we are. All I care about really is that outer edge. The rest I can care less about. Okay. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I had you guys zoomed in. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Okay. Let me load up my 2-inch with cadmium yellow. And let's come up here and just tap on a couple little bushes or indication. Let me grab some liquid white just to thin out that paint. As you know, a thin paint will stick onto a thicker paint. Let's go here. There. There we are. Maybe right there. Now, let's go ahead, wipe off my brush, and I want to mix up a nice orange color. Look how much green I've mixed up. That is a lot of green. We're gonna grab cadmium yellow and alizarin crimson. Just mix that up till you get the orange you desire. That's pretty good for me. That looks nice. And let's come up here. There. And then over here. There, perfect. Let's go through alizarin crimson. Let's just get a couple sparklers. Did you notice? All the brushes I'm using is the 2-inch, the flat brush, and a palette knife really to mix the colors and these little sticks and twigs. That's to show you can paint the 2-inch. People say, I just have the 2-inch. You can do a painting with that. Okay, last but not least, let's go ahead. Let me clear up a space on my palette once again and just clear it out. I'm gonna get alizarin crimson and sap green. Just mix it up on my palette real quick. Shouldn't take me too long. And a little bit of mountain mixture. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 things. Cut a roll of paint. Let's come up here and just lay out a nice little cabin feel. That's why I did it a bit more wider. There. I really want it to feel like a cabin. Let me zoom in a bit. Not too much. And then just pull down. Okay. Let me just grab more paint. Okay. And then I want a path going out both directions. There. And then let me add some white to my brown. It needs red. There we are. Give me a nice little interesting color. There. There's our little dirt path to go to the cabin. a little bit green just to change up the tone. And just simply boop, boop, just block that in. And let's go ahead, let's add in a couple little indications of logs. There we are. Now using the small side, I'm gonna make a few little indications of logs going the other way. When I think a cabin, I think a wooden one like this. I don't know. Am I the only one, guys, who thinks it that way? Let me pile up that paint. Some mountain mixture. Okay, just block that in. Let me fix up our path right here. You know what? I want a little chimney. There we are. Just add in little indication there. And I think that's pretty much it. Wouldn't you guys agree? Let me see what you guys have to say. I think I saw a comment. Let me just make sure. Oh no. You can do paintings with a 2-inch and a flat brush, really. I did the whole painting like that. I got away with it. Let me just double check. All right, well, I think that's it for today. That wraps today's class. Let me just try to zoom out. I think that's it. Well, I thank you for joining me here today. I'm really glad you guys were here to enjoy this. And again, thank you for the people who joined me on the last live stream, which was my 150th video. I really appreciate each and every one of you and your support towards my channel and just painting in general. I really hope you enjoy this video and try this painting out. If you do, send me an email. I'll check it out. Till then, I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Take care, my friend, and goodbye.